It's down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Handoff comes to Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cook. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. Hard throw, incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
First down. First and 47.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running right, Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jay Sternberger, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up to them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On play action, Wentz. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. The ball comes out. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
16 more on that one and another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Touchdown, Dolphins. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
First down, Colts.
Throwing is Wentz. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
PAT up and good by Rosas, and the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wentz. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way down to the 37. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
That's caught right side by Mims. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Wilson. That is caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now it's Wilson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Philip Lindsey as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Wentz now on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
19. 14. No.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Roses to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's got Smith here. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Wentz now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Carter. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Carter, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now this one was tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run with Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Wentz going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Screen pass to Lindsey. Uses the spin. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They go play action with Wilson. Open man is Duvernay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking...
Touchdown, Dolphins! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
But I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And some room to maneuver. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. He's got his tight end long. Touchdown, Miami. Hunter Long reception, goes for 6. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against...
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
62. Colts, 34.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.